This is the Blaring Out with Eric Blair show today on the red carpet for the annual Newport Beach Film Festival Fall Honors, featuring Variety Magazine's 10 Actors to Watch, the Icon Award, and the Artist of Distinction Award. Stephanie Beatriz?
Yes.
How you doing? Congratulations on the Artist of Distinction Award.
Cool, right?
What does it mean to you?
It's thrilling. I mean, think about people of color just in general in the industry, and then think about where we are in California. Newport is a particularly white area in the world, and yet this film festival and Variety have sort of ignored maybe what the sort of general path would be and said, let's look at the work in Hollywood across the board and see what is happening with all sorts of artists, and then lift up and kind of pat on the back artists that are speaking their own truth and sort of trying to tell stories that feel relevant, honest, and reflective of the United States as a whole.
Cynthia, I noticed you're wearing a vintage 1987 Iron Maiden shirt.
Yeah.
What possessed you to wear that?
Well, I felt like I wanted to feel a little bit casual, a bit fun. I do like a little bit of rock. I have listened to Iron Maiden, and I wanted to team it with something kind of classic. Yeah.
Why is it important to be in the Variety Magazine's 2019 10 Actors to Watch list?
It means a lot. The one thing that I do know is that Variety's been very kind to me this month, particularly because I'm on the cover of it as well. So it's been amazing. They really have championed and supported me, and this just means all the more because of that.
Jessie Buckley, how you doing today?
I'm very good.
Why is it important to be in the Variety Magazine's 2019 10 Actors to Watch list?
It's icing on the cake for something that I would probably do for free, and to be, I don't know, somebody say, you're doing all right, kid, keep going. You're doing something right anyway. I have absolutely no context of what this actually, I live in kind of blind ignorance and denial of what's happening in my life most of the time. So I was on my bike cycling around London when, I get a conference call and it's like, you're involved. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, right, brilliant. Oh God, I must not die on my bike. So they're delighted, and we're a team, and I feel, proud and happy of the journey that we've gone on so far, and look forward to the ones that are going to come.
Yeah, you kick butt. You were quoted in Playbill saying that fragility of a person is what makes them powerful. Define that.
Well, I don't know. I think as people in the world, we try and hide our cracks, when actually they're the things that we see the most and that we fall in love with the most within people. And I think vulnerability can be a beautiful strength when it's allowed to be seen. And I don't want to be sheened up, is what I like. I like the rusty people in life. I like the ones that you don't necessarily see, in colour, but are the ones who are quietly doing something incredibly powerful or human in their life.
Noah, how you doing today, brother? I like your earring.
Thank you.
What does that mean to you?
It's a lightning bolt. I've got a very quick attitude to life, and I can't really stop moving a lot, and I find it to be like a sign of fastness, I guess, and just that sort of thing. And
energy.
Yeah, energy. Exactly.
It seems like you have a lot of energy. Why is it important to be in the Variety Magazine's 2019 10 Actors to Watch list?
Just kind of, I guess, be the acknowledgement of my work, and I've worked so hard over this year, and just to be so lucky to be even acknowledged for it is insane, and I'm just so happy, and it's really boosted my confidence to just keep doing what I'm doing and do it better.
Now, what projects are you working on right now?
I'm just finished A Quiet Place 2, and then before that I did the HBO show called The Undoing. But right now I'm just going to school, just having a little break.
Tell me about the HBO show The Undoing.
It's with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant, and it's kind of like a murder mystery, whodunit sort of thing. But yeah, I'm very excited for it.
And what's your dream role?
Someone in The Lord of the Flies.
Really?
Probably. I'd love to do that. I mean, that book really, blew me away. I read it at quite a young age, and then I read it again recently, and I just love that book, and it's just such a great role for a kid, my age.
What touched you about that?
Just a kind of rawness and the kind of, I guess, it's so relevant to kind of the world right now in this, and it will always be relevant. It's one of those books, but it's with kids in that way, and it shows the true colors of kids and how they're not just all these like sweet sort of things. But yeah, it's got a really great message, and I love that.
Hi, Melissa. How you doing? Good to see you. What does it mean to you to be considered an artist of distinction?
Oh my goodness, it's a very nice title, one that I may just put on a name tag and walk around with. It's such an honor to be here, and I think the Newport Beach Film Festival is such a absolutely wonderful festival, and so just being here with these other artists is just, it's such an honor and such an exciting day.
Did you ever think that when you got on The Big Bang Theory that it would just go on forever?
I didn't. When my first time on the show was as a guest star, so I thought it was just going to be a one-week job, and the fact that it ended up being close to a decade of my life is something that I still can't fully comprehend. I don't know that I will ever be able to fully process that, but it was just such a wonderful experience, and one that I'll be eternally grateful for.
And what's next for you?
I have a couple movies coming out, or that recently came out. The Laundromat with Meryl Streep, Steven Soderbergh's movie.
What was that like?
It was just a dream. It was such a magical experience working with both Steven Soderbergh and Meryl Streep. It was just so amazing. And another movie called Ode to Joy with Martin Freeman that is also on Netflix right now.
What do you prefer, the TV show or working on movies?
Both. They're both such a different muscle, but also similar in many ways. But I love both. If I could continue doing both, I'd be a happy camper.
Rob Morgan, how you doing, brother?
Hey, blaring out.
Why is it important to be in the Variety magazine's 2019 10 Actors to Watch list?
Man, being able to do what we do, my work is my play, and hopefully it'll be important to continue to be able to do it and even transition into other areas of the business, like producing and putting ideas of my own out there that we can possibly get up and running too. So yeah, that's important.
It is true that you are on the most Netflix shows, but a lot of those shows are superhero shows.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think it is about Rob Morgan that makes you end up or gets you picked to be in those superhero shows? Are you a superhero?
Oh wow, that's a good question. Yes, damn it, I'm gonna own it. I'm a superhero. Today I'm coming as Shadow Flack.
Yeah.
This is my superhero persona right here, Shadow Flack. Yes, I am a superhero.
I like it.
Thank you, brother.
The highlights of being on the Luke Cage series. I know you're on a few episodes, but that's a cool series. So tell me what one of the highlights.
Oh man, the highlights is how the people respond when they come up to you and basically regurgitate your line and tell you how good it made them feel and things like that. You can't help but feel like, yeah, I'm glad to be a part of that universe.
And then tell me about Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil was the first one, man. Charlie Cox, man, we had a good time shooting that Daredevil thing first. Yeah, that was exciting because it introduced Turk Barrett to the whole Netflix universe. First season, I actually had 5 episodes, and I actually thought I had a good rhythm with Turk Barrett. And then, there go my agent right there, Josh. I didn't mean to get confused, but yeah, so I was excited to do Daredevil, man. I had a good time.
What's next for you?
Right now I'm working with Lee Daniels on his film Billie Holiday versus United States of America. I have Just Mercy coming out Christmas Day. I have the film The Photograph with Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield coming out Valentine's Day. Then I also have a film with Tom Hanks called Greyhound coming out. I haven't gotten the date for that one yet. And then my next job, after you made me say I'm a superhero on film, is coming up next also.
Nice. And then what was it like working with Tom Hanks?
Oh my God, Tom was the man, yo. Tom was really the nicest guy in Hollywood. When people say that, it's true. He's a phenomenal human being.
Kelvin Harrison Jr. Why is it important to be in the Variety magazine's 2019 10 Actors to Watch list?
I just love this diverse group of young and older people, and just the movies they're doing. I mean, we got Harry, we got you got Dolomite, we just got so many cool projects and so many cool stories, and to be amongst this group of this level of talent that I have so much respect for, and so many of my peers that I have so much respect for, just makes me so happy. I'm just grateful.
Projects are you working on right now?
I'm filming Aaron Sorkin's film called The Trial of Chicago 7. So we're doing that in Jersey right now, and it's been such a delight. I mean, we have Mark Rylance and Sacha Baron Cohen and Jeremy Strong and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I mean, the cast is insane. Franklin Gala. I mean,
what is the film about?
It's exploring these 7 people who are on trial because they started a riot in Chicago, and now they're fighting for the fact that they didn't actually start it, and that they were at the wrong place, wrong time type situation. And Bobby Seale's also there, and so really it's the Chicago 8. And so I play Fred Hampton, who took over the Chicago chapter of the Black Panther Party in the 60s, and he's there just to kind of support Bobby, and we're just exploring that moment, which is such a huge moment in history, and it's incredible.
How are you?
How are you? Nice to
Good.
meet you. I'm actually going to put my shoes back on because I'm going to get yelled at.
Okay. Are you really?
Yeah, he's going to yell at me. I know he is.
Who made those shoes? What shoe?
Louboutin.
Oh, sir, that's a big thing.
They're really cute. They're so cute, but man, I wasn't
They are
ready for
cute.
11 a.m. shoes. Okay.
So now you're taller than me.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
sorry. I had to do that to you.
People ever tell you in Hollywood that you're very reminiscent of Sandra Bullock?
I actually do get that, and not in Hollywood. Usually, like in stores, in the grocery store, they're like, "You look like Sandy Bullock." I'm like, "Yeah, really great."
But also your personality and kind of your image too.
I get my voice too. They tell me that my voice sounds like her. Oh, I hate my voice. My voice is weird.
No, your voice is beautiful. Why is it important to be in the Variety magazine's 2019 10 Actors to Watch list?
Well, Variety is such a legitimate source. It's like when they write a good article about you, you're like, okay, I've made it. Okay, the movie has made it. So first of all, the article they wrote about me was like the first moment that I had to kind of like that stomach turn, like, wow, they approve of me, they approve of the movie. And then when this happened, it was just like the cherry on the top, and all these actors are amazing, and the people that have been on this list in the past couple years are amazing, and all actors that I'm like, I want to have your career. So hopefully I can have a similar trajectory to them, and this is like feels like a good place to start. So.
What was it like meeting Robert Plant on the Late 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 Show with James Corden?
When they told me I was paired with him, I'm like, I'm not worthy. How am I going to be with Robert Plant? And then, yeah, looking back at that interview, I didn't really let him talk much, which I now feel bad for. But he was awesome, and he just let me take the reins and sit back. It was my first talk show, so I was really nervous.
Did you discuss music with him at all behind the scenes?
What do I have to say to Robert Plant? I am not worthy of Robert Plant's time.
Alfre, what does it mean to you to get the Icon Award?
It means I'm going to find out when I go inside. I've never gotten one. Basically I got a good ride down here. I'm sure I'll have like a good spot at the table. I feel love most days from people in terms of my work. So, I think Icon is in the eye of the beholder. I'm just me on a sunny day.
The Blaring Out Show.